Does it feel like you're a magnet for partners who need fixing? Like every new relationship is a project, and you're the one left carrying all the weight, patching up their wounds, while your own needs get completely ignored. You give and you give, hoping that your love will be enough to heal them, only to find yourself drained, taken for granted, and stuck in the exact same cycle with a different person. If that sounds like your life, you are not alone. This pattern is exhausting and it's painful. But what if this isn't really about? What if this pattern is actually a huge opportunity for your own healing? What if being attracted to brokenness is a sign, a map, pointing you back to the parts of yourself that need love the most? This video is your guide to breaking that pattern for good. We're not going to learn new dating tricks. Instead, we're going to turn inward. I'm going to help you become the person who attracts whole, healthy love, because you've become whole and healthy yourself. And hey, if this is already resonating with you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. I'd really love your support. So why does this keep happening? If you consciously want a healthy, give and take relationship, why do you keep ending up with partners who are unavailable or who need to be saved? Well, the truth is we don't attract we attract what feels familiar to our subconscious. The psychologist Carl Jung had this idea that whatever we don't deal with in ourselves shows up in our lives as fate. This pattern isn't your fate. It's just a result of your own unhealed story. A lot of the time, this fixer role is something we learnt as a kid. If you grew up in a home where love felt like you had to earn it, or where you had to manage everyone's feelings just to feel safe, your brain might have wired helping and fixing to mean love. Think of it like you have an internal cab light on your head. If that light is always on, blinking, I will fix you, I will take on your problems, my needs come second, then you're going to attract passengers looking for a free ride, not a co-pilot. You might be an empath, and that's a beautiful thing, but it becomes a weakness when your own wounds aren't addressed. The attraction is really a kind of recognition. Your unhealed parts recognize their unhealed parts. It's this strange dance where you try to heal them as a roundabout way of trying to heal yourself. Does that sound familiar? That feeling of being drawn to someone's potential, to the person you could then become instead of the person they are right now? Just seeing that is the first most powerful step to changing it. So how do we break the cycle? How do you finally turn off that cab light and start attracting partners who can actually meet you as an equal? The answer isn't about changing them, it's about healing you. This isn't about becoming less loving or less caring. It's about being smarter with your love, starting with yourself. I'm going to walk you through 6 steps to start this journey. And look, this isn't a quick fix. It's a deep shift in how you see yourself, which will completely change who you're drawn to. The first step, and you can't skip this one, is to look at your situation honestly and accept the truth without judging yourself. You have to admit that this pattern is real and that it's hurting you. Acceptance doesn't mean you're okay with what happened. It just means you're done denying the pain and you're ready to move on. For so long, you might have told yourself stories to make it seem okay. They just need me. They've had it so hard. If I'm just a little more patient, they'll change. That's the voice of the fixer, and it keeps you stuck. Acknowledging the truth sounds more like this. This is draining me. My needs aren't being met. I'm not happy. This isn't about blaming them or yourself. It's about taking full responsibility for your own happiness. You have to face that you are the common denominator in these relationships. And that's not a fault. It's your power. Because if you're the constant, you're also the one who can change things. You can't change other people, but you can absolutely change yourself. All right, now that you see the pattern, it's time to put on your detective hat and take a gentle look at your own past. Where did you first learn that your value is based on how much you do for other people? Like we touched on, our dating patterns are often just echoes of our first relationships. Grab a journal, because writing this stuff down is a powerful way to see what's really going on. Ask yourself a few questions. Growing up, who was the peacemaker in the family? Was it me? Did I get praised for being low maintenance or for taking care of everyone else? Was one of my parents emotionally distant? And did I spend my childhood trying to earn their love? This isn't about blaming your parents. They were likely doing the best they could with what they knew. This is about understanding where your emotional resume comes from. If you learnt deep down that love is something you have to earn by cleaning up someone else's mess, you will always be drawn to messy people to prove you're worthy. You're just trying to fix an old story. When you bring these old patterns into the light, they start to lose their power. You realize you're not that kid anymore who has to perform to be loved. You're an adult who can choose something different. This is where the real change starts. Healing isn't something that just happens to you. You have to actively do it. You need to build a toolkit of practices that create self-worth from the inside out. So you don't need to get it from fixing someone else. First, think about being aware of your own thoughts. It can be a total game changer. You need to start catching those automatic thoughts like, if I don't help them, no one will, or my needs are a burden. Commit to a daily practice of checking in with yourself. And I don't just mean bubble baths, I mean actually reconnecting with you. Meditation can help you learn to sit with your own feelings instead of distracting yourself with someone else's. Journaling helps you sort through your own thoughts. Check out my journal in the links. Getting your body moving gets you out of your head and helps you feel strong in your own skin. But the most important tool in your kit is self-compassion. Healing is messy. Some days you'll feel lonely and you'll be tempted to slide back into old habits. On those days, you have to be kind to yourself. Celebrate the small wins. You are unlearning years, maybe decades of conditioning. It takes time. If you're used to fixing everyone, boundaries can feel selfish or even mean. But boundaries are the biggest act of self-love there is. They aren't walls to keep people out. They are clear, respectful instructions to the world on how to treat you. People who are toxic or broken are drawn to people with weak boundaries because it's an easy way to get your energy. Setting a boundary starts with figuring out your limits. What are you just not willing to do anymore? Late night crisis calls, doing favors that are never returned, being someone's unpaid therapist. Once you know your limit, you have to say it clearly, calmly, and firmly. Use I statements so it's about your needs, not their faults. For example, I can't take calls after 8 p.m. anymore. I need that time for myself. Or, I feel hurt when our plans get cancelled last minute. I need more consistency. The hardest part is the boundary. People will test it. They're used to you being a pushover. When you stand your ground, you're teaching them what you expect. Some people won't like it, and they might even leave your life. Let them go. And if someone walks away, that's not a rejection, that's a success. It means your new filter is working. You're making space for people who will respect you. As you start to heal, something kind of magical happens. Your type starts to change. That chaotic, frantic energy of a project partner won't feel like exciting chemistry anymore. It'll start to feel really negative. You will want to walk away, and stability, which you might have once called boring, will start to feel like peace. This is where you get to consciously decide what you're looking for. Instead of being drawn to potential, you focus on reality. Make a list of the non-negotiable qualities of a healthy partner, not based on some fantasy, but on what actually creates a real, balanced partnership. What does that look like? It's consistency, reliability, someone whose actions actually match their words. It's good communication, where you both listen and can be honest. It's mutual respect. It's someone who is doing their work, not looking for you to do it for them. You're looking for a partner, not a patient. The last step is to take all this inner work out into the real world. As you start dating or making new friends, your job isn't to impress them or fix them. It's to assess them. You're figuring out if they're a good fit for Seinstein. Practice showing more of yourself. Share your interests, your opinions, your feelings. This shows that you're a whole person with your own life, not just a support system. It signals that you expect things to be a two-way street. When disagreements happen, and they will, practice handling them in a healthy way. Focus on the problem, not attacking the person. The goal isn't to win the fight, but to understand each other. How someone handles a conflict tells you everything you need to know about their emotional maturity. And most importantly, trust your gut. Your body knows the difference between the anxious pull of a familiar trauma and the calm, grounded feeling of a safe connection. If something feels off, it is. Don't make excuses for it. A healthy person won't feel like a roller coaster. They'll feel like coming home. If you've spent your life attracting broken people, I want you to really hear this. It is not because you are flawed. It's because you are a deeply caring person whose love has been pointed in the wrong direction. This pattern is not a life sentence. It's a powerful signal from your soul calling you to come back home to yourself. The whole journey is about stopping the habit of abandoning yourself to save someone else. As you heal, you stop sending out the rescuer signal. Your energy changes. And when you stop showing up as a fixer, you naturally stop attracting people who need fixing. You start attracting people who don't need you to complete them, but who celebrate the whole, healed and powerful person you've become. You deserve that, don't you? So make a start. Go back through the video again and take notes. It's time to make a new start. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. It really helps get this message out to more people who need it. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, you're not alone. If you need support, just reach out using the link below. Also, check the other links in the description. You'll find my free ebook and my Amazon book on toxic relationships if you're ready to dive a little deeper. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.